I'm Louis Nahad, City Engineer for the City of Roswell. Okay, what I want to do is try to explain the North Garden project. A lot of people have been concerned of what's taking it so long or what's happened, so let me just give you a short history of the project. The reason we even have the project, New Mexico Department of Transportation inspects all the bridges every 2 years. We started the project January 27, 2020. That's when we actually shut down the road. So the first part of the project was to tear down the old bridge. So he took down the old rusted culvert, tore down the bridge down to the bottom of the river bottom. What some people don't realize is that we had to take out the bridge and the roadway down to the river. Well, the river that we're talking about is the North Spring River. They call it the North Spring River because the springs are constantly feeding the river. So there was a flow that we had to deal with and bypass the water for all those months that we were working in the bridge portion of the project. So we took down the old bridge. We had to dig into the riverbed, stabilize the riverbed, bring in material to stabilize it, put your first layer of concrete, and start building the concrete box culvert all the way up. If anybody's done any concrete, you realize that when you build concrete, you have to wait a little bit to let it set and get hard. In construction projects, you want to wait at least a week, depending on how much load you're going to put on it, before you put the next layer of concrete. Then you have to backfill it, put more dirt, build the roadway portion, and everything else on top of the roadway, your sidewalk, your curb and gutter, your bridge railing, your guardrail, and the paving. During the construction of the bridge portion, March 2020, our governor requested that people take 30 days off because when COVID first hit, there was different thoughts on COVID. So our contractor, Abraham Construction from Albuquerque, very conscientious contractor, he shut down at the governor's request, respecting the governor's request, and shut down and pulled away for 30 days. So we lost a month, as I'm going to say, due to COVID. So we proceeded with the project. We were getting ready to start the first phase of paving when we had another delay because the water department was having some water problems and they wanted to reconstruct some water lines. So the water department took a month to do their part, and then we had to come in and start our roadway portion. So that was another month of delay. The total project was 140 working days. In layman's term, 140 working days is 7 months. So if you take 7 months of the contract time, 2 months of delays, and we started in January, we're now in October. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 months from January, month number 1, October. We're not really behind schedule. We just encountered some problems that we didn't expect to have. So we had the water problems, we had COVID, that was already 2 months. Now, when we were getting ready to do the paving, we discovered when a contractor was just going to change the cover, adjust the cover to a different height to match the new pavement, that the existing sewer manhole was deteriorated. What we noticed, they were jackhammering out the cone. The cone, what people can't see it, is like a cone shape, that's what we call it, is concrete. Inside the sewer manhole, we have H2S gas, hydrogen sulfide. Everybody knows that because you know the smell of sewer, whether you had sewer problems or plumbing problems in your house. Well, what happened, the cone section made out of concrete was all deteriorated because the H2S gas had eaten the concrete. As we looked down into the manhole, which is a brick manhole, and if you've ever built brick, you have bricks, concrete mortar, bricks, concrete mortar. Well, the H2S gas, hydrogen sulfide gas, had eaten the mortar. Well, there was nothing holding the bricks in place anymore. We were starting to lose bricks into the sewer, falling off of the wall. As we started investigating and excavating to see what the problem was, the manhole collapsed. So the manhole collapsed. We basically had pipes coming in with no manhole, which we had to hurry up and form a manhole and build it. That was done recently, opening up the bridge October 30th. And all I can say to the citizens of Roswell, thank you for your patience and understand that projects don't go perfectly. And in any town USA, the infrastructure that's been there since the 50s, it needs work and it's probably suffered some damage, and we're just lucky nobody was hurt, especially with the sewer manhole, that when we opened up the project, that we wouldn't have somebody collapsing into the manhole. In fact, we caught it now, so I feel much better as the city engineer that this project is going to be a good project, wider road, wider bridge, wider sidewalk, better for those on bicycles, walking, and the people and vehicles.
All right, here we are for the grand opening of the North Garden Bridge. I want to say thank you to our prime contractor, Abraham's Construction. Special call out for the bridge plate. Subcontractors were Constructors Incorporated, Highway Supply, and the designer was Souter Miller and Associates. Striping will be done next week. This has been a project. Everybody's been very patient. We appreciate everybody. But come down and check out the new North Garden Bridge. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah!
I'm Louis Nahad, City Engineer for the City of Roswell.